Hello, I'm David.
Hi, I'm Julie.
Now we're going to do a review of In the Footsteps of Darwin by the company Sorry We Are French. This is for 2 to 5 players, ages 8 and up. Takes about 30 minutes to play. So we will give our overview of how the game works. Then we'll give our rating and the reasons for our rating. Hope you had a chance to check out our how to play and playthrough of the base game. But we also did a review on how to play and play through with the expansion, which came out recently. In case you didn't know, the base game was nominated for a Spiel des Jahres in 2024, along with Captain Flip and Sky Team. Sky Team ended up winning. So let's do our overview. So this is a set collection pattern building score the most points game. We'll be placing 12 animal and character tiles on our board, so we will not be filling up our board. You'll be collecting theories and publications, using guides, and getting compasses, which will multiply your charts. Darwin here marks the start of the first player, and if a player has Darwin at the end of the game, it's worth 2 additional victory points. And when you place an animal with the emblematic token, or the crown as we like to say, Darwin will move to that player. Now you might think, what's the big deal about getting 2 victory points? Well, there's been a couple games where whoever had Darwin ended up winning. That's how close the scores can be. So in terms of setup, you're going to place out 9 tiles. You'll be putting in 5, you'll be mixing in all these tiles here, and there's 5 characters that you can place up to 3 here. And you have all these animals. So you'll start with 9, and then each player you'll take 12 tiles randomly upside down here, so you won't be playing with those. Where does this simulate? Well, Darwin sailed around the world over 5 years to these locations to develop his natural selection, origin of species theory. This game takes place 20 years later. We're helping him add to his theory and visiting places that he hasn't gone to. So we'll be adding birds, mammals, reptiles, and arthropods here. And when it comes to set collection, if you complete a row of animals, all in Australia here, or in Asia. A column, thank you. Column in Australia, China, Africa, or North South America, you will get a publication here, which is worth 5 points at the end of the game. They're all the same here. There's just different art on them. Or if you complete a row of birds, mammals, reptiles, or arthropods, you get a publication. So that will score points for you. You also have these theories here. So for every publication I have at the end of the game, it's worth 2 additional victory points. Julie has one here for every animal she has in North and South America. That's worth an additional point. So how do you play? Julie would be the first player, and she would take an animal in this column. So go ahead and take one.
All right.
Let's simulate this here.
I will take this bird.
Okay, so she...
Actually, no. I'm going to take this guy because I need purple.
Right, because she wants animals in North and South America. So your theory tiles kind of guide what you might be going for.
And then I go 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I flip this over and put in the new tile.
Okay, so why did that happen? When Julie grabs an animal in a column or a row, because I'd be grabbing something in this row. So you're either grabbing an animal or a character. If she took this animal, the Beagle would move 1 space. If she took this animal, she would go 2 spaces and end up here. But because she took the animal here and that was 3 away, the Beagle moves 3. So now I'm in this row. So I could get this character, but I will take this reptile and I place it here. And eventually we're going to fill up our board and place 12.
And you would move 1.
I'd only move 1.
Yep.
Now you see there's a guide here. You can have up to 2 of these. You can use the guide to move the Beagle backwards 1 space or forwards 1 space, so that gives you a little bit of mitigation. You can also use it to what's called probe, where you don't like what's up here. I can take these 3 out here, put them in any order that I want to, and I either put it underneath that pile or that pile, and then I reveal 3 new tiles. And then I would spin that guide. So now I have different tiles, which
there you go.
Might fit more for the theories I'm going for. Now, what do the compasses do? So if I were to get this eventually, and I had a compass, the Cricut gives me a compass. So for every compass I had down here, and you can have up to 5, every chart is worth that many compasses. So if I had 4 compasses, this armadillo would be worth 4 points at the end of the game. So it's something that you're building up multipliers. If you cover up an animal that's already there, so let's say I get another arthropod here and cover up this cricket, I don't lose a compass. Now I just converted this space to be worth 2 points, and now I get Darwin, which he'll be worth 2 points at the end of the game. So when you cover up an animal with another animal, you get another theory. So I would move this 1 space. And I can pick from any one of these. This gives you 1 point for every mammal, 1 point for every animal I have in Africa. Whether it's stacked or not, you get 1 point. So that might be a good one because I'd get 3 points at the end of the game for that one. So let's say I take that one. This would give you 2 points for every guide icon you have showing on your board, which means if I covered up a animal with a guide icon on it, I wouldn't get the points for it. Now you can also take a blind one right here. So you keep on playing until the stacks are depleted, which means we'll have 12 tokens on our board, characters and animals. And then you score your points. You count your victory points that are visible on your animals, not any animal that's covered. And you get your multipliers of compasses times the number of compasses that you have to the visible charts. Every publication is worth 5, and then you do your theories, and whoever has Darwin gets 2 victory points. So whoever has the most points wins. All right, so let's take a look now at our rating. So we both said 10, outstanding. We had this game for a while. We got it in 2024, in the summer of 2024, and we only started playing it about a month ago.
Yeah.
And we've already played it like 12 times. And the people that we've shown it to have wanted to play it again after we played it with them the first time. So you usually, when you get this game, you'll play once, say, let's play again, especially with the expansion, which you can check out the review on that.
Right.
Okay, so why did I rate it a 10? I don't give many 10s. So it's a pleasant drafting, set collection, pattern building, score the most points game. It's easy to learn and teach. It's a pleasurable rule book. So if you know about my dissertation on writing comprehensible rule books, that's the highest rating you can get. There's hardly any, I wouldn't complain about really anything in this book other than that. Maybe they could have emphasized something a little bit better in a couple places, but it's minor. I mean, it has good examples. The text size is nice. The examples are large size. This is a model rule book. I only highlight a couple things because towards the end it starts placing key rules embedded in paragraphs, so they maybe could have highlighted that a little bit more, but it's minor. This is a well done rule book. Now I said heirloom-like quality components and art. I am really impressed with their production quality here. If you look at the boards here, I mean, it's like a book. You open it, it's like, wow. You just feel the quality here. And it's nice and thick with wrapped edges. It even has different art here on the background.
Depending on what, look, on the outside was a lizard or something. Look, and there are lizards on the inside.
So, I mean, and it's very readable. Their graphic design. The tiles are super thick, as if you're getting a memory game. All the tiles are that thick. And the art is beautiful.
Yep. So,
outstanding production. Where am I going here? Okay. So it's low player interaction, other than maybe occasionally you'll hear me play in one of the how to plays and playthroughs. I know Julie was close to getting all of her birds, so I knew that she needed a red bird. So I took the red bird to prevent her from getting it. As it turned out, she was able to get another red bird later, so at least I delayed her. So the only thing you might do is maybe be able to deny somebody something that you know that they're trying to do to complete a column or a row. And it's a little bit of a race to certain things, like, oh, I know that that's a really good character. I might want to try to get that before someone else by spinning a guide.
Right.
And then the educational connections are outstanding here. They didn't have to do this, but they did. They included an appendix here, which has great detail. So if you're homeschooling, or if you have a game club or small class pullout like Gifted and Talented or AP or Honors, you have lots of material here to talk about and get discussion. They give a nice historical overview. That's one thing that the rulebook could improve on. It that I know they're trying to set up the setting. But look how much pages they not waste, but they take on that before you get to starting to play the game. So somebody might not have the patience to go through all
You think
that.
this should have been at the end?
You could have a brief introduction like right here, and then you maybe have that at the end. But it has even more historical information there on the different characters that are in the game. But yeah, if you're a science teacher or a homeschooler or a teacher of the gifted and talented, this is a must-have in my opinion. If I was still doing gifted and talented, I would be using this with my kids, depending on what unit I was teaching, of course. All right, so let's take a look at what Julie has to say.
Okay, it's an easy tile-laying open drafting set collection game. It's a fun way to learn about science. The art is beautiful. There's interesting information on the tiles, like it gives the Latin name, I guess, and then what
it does. You're right.
English or the the English
I
name
didn't even
is.
notice that until you pointed it out.
I know. See, I paid attention.
Yeah, it even gives
Like the size.
That's cool.
Yep. So I thought that was very interesting. As David said, quality pieces and boards. Playtime is super quick with 2 players. I mean, we can get it done in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And it's really easy to learn and play. It just is a lot of fun. I love this game. That's why I gave it a 10.
Yeah, we don't give out many 10s with a new game.
Even with the old game, we don't.
Yeah, I'd have to look at my chart again, but it's definitely a bell curve with the collection that we have, that there's maybe 3% of our games are 10s. And that's how few there are. And that's how it should be, in my opinion. There's not too many games, like if you're on a desert island, which ones would you take with you that you would play forever?
This would be one of them.
Yeah. So thanks for watching. Check out our how to play and playthrough of the base game, and then we also do a review and how to play and playthrough of the expansion. See?
Ooh.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks so much, you guys. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.
All right, take care. Bye.